Good afternoon and welcome to Hampden for today's quarter-final and semi-final draw of the SPFL Trust Trophy. My name is Molly Hyde and I'm the Assistant Company Secretary at the SPFL, and joining me today to conduct the draw is Cameron O'Hanlon, who is a participant at the Falkirk Foundation's Cashback Off the Bench programme and now volunteers at the foundation. Overseeing proceedings today is Competitions Executive at the SPFL, Liam McNally. Now, the Trust work with community trusts and associated SPFL clubs across the country to help deliver change and improve people's lives. And you can learn more about this by listening to the SPFL Trust Football-Powered podcast, which is available on all major platforms. Now, congratulations to the 8 teams that booked their place in this year's quarter-final draw. We should be able to see the draw numbers on our screen. So we have 1 Dundee, 2 Raith Rovers, up to number 7 Clyde and 8 Kelty Hearts. So without further ado, if we'd like to draw the first ball to see who our first home team of the quarter-final will be.
6.
Number 6, we have Queen's Park. Owen Coyle's informed team saw off Montrose 2-0 at Hampden on Saturday, and they will be playing Number 2, Raith Rovers, and they are the current holders of the SPFL Trust Trophy. So that's our first tie. Our next tie will be playing at home
3.
Number 3, Hamilton Academical. John Rankin's team beat Inverness Caledonian Thistle 2-0 in their last match of the competition, and they will be playing at home too.
7.
Number 7, Clyde. Jim Duffy's side knocked out Elgin City on penalties in the 4th round. And our third tie of the competition will be playing at home
1.
Number 1, Dundee. Gary Bauer's side made it 6 wins in a row with a 3-0 victory over Falkirk in the 4th round. And they will be playing at home too.
4.
Number 4, Dunfermline Athletic, and they are the Cinch League 1 leaders at the moment, and they beat Arbroath 5-1 in their last match of the competition. And our final tie of the quarterfinals will be
5.
playing at home, number 5, Queen of the South, and they were last year's runners-up of the competition, and they defeated Alloa Athletic 4-2 on Friday. And they will be playing at home too.
8.
Number 8, Kelty Hearts. John Potter's team beat Northern Irish champions Linfield on penalties after it finishing 1-1. So that concludes the quarter-final draw of this year's SPFL Trust Trophy. Those ties will be played on the midweek of the 10th and 11th of January. The ties are on your screen at the moment. We'll now take a short break before we head back for the semi-final part of this draw.
Festive Friends is back for 2022, and it's going to be our biggest year yet. Nobody should have to spend Christmas alone, and this year a record 43 community trusts and clubs will work with local partners to identify elderly people at risk of social isolation across Scotland. Club staff and volunteers will bring Christmas cheer and companionship to over 4,000 people in need by welcoming them to their local ground to enjoy a hot Christmas lunch and a day packed with fun and games. Or by surprising them at home with a hand-delivered Christmas gift box, packed with food, snacks, toiletries, gifts, games and more. We look forward to bringing the magic of Christmas to more elderly people than ever before. After all, kindness never mattered more.
As soon as you entered the corridor to come down, you could hear his voice. I always think that when I come into the corridor there today, I thought I wish I could just hear his voice today. So I think this photograph's when Dad's last ever match.
Yep, that was his last match.
And that was that the Football Memories?
We got complimentary tickets
through the Football Memories.
We work in partnership with Football Memories Scotland and Alzheimer's Scotland, and the group come to Capel and into the boardroom, and it's a reminiscence group for participants with dementia, and they get to have a look at old pictures, old Scotland memorabilia, old football boots, all while having a tea and coffee. We've had a few ex-Morton players turn up at the Football Memories group before. It really does show the power that football has. Quite a lot of people see the Morton badge that I'm wearing and just assume that we're football coaches or it's all about the 11 players on the pitch on a Saturday, but Greenock Morton, we're much more than that. It's really crucial that the project continues to benefit people as it did for Jim.
Coming here to the Football Memories was definitely something that brought a sparkle back to him.
Yeah.
You know, like when after my mum died, he was really struggled and then got diagnosed with dementia a little bit after that, and I think he felt really sort of alone.
I would say that it does bring out the best in them for that 90 minutes that we're in here. It lightens their mood, makes them feel important, makes them feel valued. The person's more animated and more valued, more valued.
Before he started to come to the group, he was definitely more isolated. It definitely gave him something to look forward to.
I think when he came, he couldn't quite believe that there was a group that they got to talk about Morton all the time.
He was always properly excited about coming down to the group. A really nice social thing for him to socialise with other people.
Treated him so nicely, so they treated him so well, and it made him feel quite special because he was so Mr. Morton.
Welcome back. We will now proceed to the semi-final draw of the SPFL Trust Trophy. Joining me again is Cameron, who'll be conducting the draw, and again we have Liam overseeing proceedings. We can have a look at the draw numbers, which should be on your screen now. So number 1, we have Queen's Park or Wraith Rovers. Number 2 will be Hamilton Academical or Clyde. Number 3, we have Dundee or Dunfermline Athletic. And number 4, we have Kelty Hearts or Queen of the South. So, Cameron, if you'd like to draw the first ball.
Three.
Number 3, we have Dundee or Dunfermline Athletic. And they will be playing, well, one of those teams will be playing against.
1.
Number 1 will be Queen's Park or Wraith Rovers. So that's our first semi-final tie, and our next semi-final tie will be
2.
Number 2 is Hamilton or Clyde, and they will be playing against
4.
Number 4 is Queen of the South or Kelty Hearts. And that concludes the semi-final draw for the SPFL Trust Trophy. You can keep an eye out on SPFL social media channels, which will confirm all the fixture details in due course. Thanks again for watching.